Home. 6 people are in jail facing a variety of charges, some related to meth, but police quickly discovered this raid was about more than drugs. Police found 3 children inside the home. One was dropped off for a sleepover. The other 2 lived there. And take a look at the filthy conditions they were living in every day. Police found they were sleeping on dirty blankets, under empty bottles of alcohol, even next to a used condom. News Source 16's Kelsey Dudley toured the home, and she also spoke with a neighbor who says ever since the new owner inherited that property, it's been a living nightmare.
The other group moved back in with him, and it's been nothing but hell ever since.
Those living in the house on the corner of West 11th Avenue and Juniper Street in Junction City are not the neighbors many people wish for. There were never 4th of July get-togethers, nor were friendly waves exchanged at the mailbox. Instead, there was suspicion of drugs, late-night drive-by shootings, and fights in the streets.
It scares my wife. It scares the neighbors. It just frustrates me.
But Friday morning, View's view from his porch was one worth smiling about.
This is a good day. It really is.
The Junction City Police, along with the Lane County Sheriff's Office, arrested 5 people living in the home on methamphetamine-related charges, and some specifically for distribution.
This is a pretty common knowledge amongst the citizens in Junction City that this is a place where you come to get methamphetamine.
Masks covered the faces of many of the investigators for fear of meth exposure, but also because of the living conditions.
What law enforcement found inside this house is pretty disturbing, and they say it is no place for a child.
3 kids were in the house at the time of the raid. One was dropped off for a sleepover. The other 2 lived here, sleeping under empty bottles of alcohol and next to a used condom. All 3 are now in custody of the state. Now, this isn't the first time officers have been to this house. Chief Mark Chase with the Junction City Police says the last time they were here, there was a meth lab inside. So why are the same people back out on the streets? Chief Chase says it's the lack of prosecution.
Years ago, when I first started, 1 arrest would be enough to hold somebody and they'd go off to jail or to prison. But what we find is that with these evolving drug activities, these evolving drug arrests, is they have to be arrested multiple times before they get prosecuted.
According to Chief Chase, substantial amounts of cash were found at the scene along with drug records, transactions, and proof of sales. Kelsey Dudley, News Source 11 at 11.
The children, ages 6, 4, and 11 months, were taken into protective custody. Of the 6 adults arrested, 28-year-old Troy Malpass is being held on 4 felony charges, including possession and delivery of meth, and 22-year-old Brianna Spalding is being charged with felony child neglect. Now, Chief Chase believes they have enough solid evidence that prosecutors can keep these suspects behind bars this time. A consumer alert